Happy 89th birthday to the Say Hey Kid. Willie Mays played 22 years in the majors and, of course, one of the greatest players of all time, over 3,000 hits, 660 home runs, and just about 100 RBIs, just short of the 2,000 mark. But, I mean, what a career. NL Rookie of the Year, MVP 54 and 65. And, of course, the great catch in the 1954 World Series. Let's welcome in Christopher Mad Dog Russo. Doggy, always a pleasure to spend a little time with you. Hope everyone is well. Now we all know about the catch, 54, Game 1. He robs Vic Wertz, and the Giants end up sweeping the Indians. But you have another catch on Mays you want to share with us.
Great job, Fran. Always good to be on with you. This catch, now listen, I'm 11 years old. This is not on television. I don't think this is a game of the week, but this catch against Bobby Tolan, take a look at this, right center field. That's Bobby Bonds and right. That is an incredible play. And not only that, he's 40 years of age. I mean, this is not when he's 23. That is an incredible play that Mays made there in that spot at Candlestick against a very good Reds team, of course. And Bobby, I mean, that's a catch that I think about an awful lot. Again, I remember it. I don't remember where I saw it. If I was watching live, again, it couldn't have been on live. There was no MLB Network back in the early 70s. But that play that Willie made was one of the great catches. There's the famous catch he also made against the Dodgers at the old Ebbets Field, in which Charles Dressen said, I'd like to see him do that again. Where he saved the game, diving out there in left center field on the warning track was memorable. But that one, to me, late in his career, that is Fran, is that an incredible play that he made? Throw that again.
It was amazing, too.
God, I can't get enough of that catch, for crying out loud.
No doubt. It was awesome, too. At the end, they're both sprawled out there on the ground, and Bonds makes sure that he holds the ball up to say, yeah, okay, while Willie's down here laid out, he did catch the ball. Here's another look, Doggy. Comes out of nowhere like Superman.
Bonds was not catching that ball like Tony Tarasco there against the Yankees in the 780. That was not going to be caught. That ball was off the right field wall. What a play. Oh, my God. And I hated the Reds in those days anyway. They always beat the Giants. So I remember that catch. Where I was, I don't remember seeing it with my own eyes at time it happened. I don't think it was a Saturday game of the week. But that's an incredible – Fran, you'd agree. That is an incredible play.
1,000%. Now, I know everyone knows you're a huge Giants fan. There's a lot of conjecture back and forth. But where do you put Willie Mays amongst the all-time greats? Certainly one of the greatest five-tool players we've ever seen.
Yeah, listen, he had an incredible career. So he had a better career than Mantle, lasted longer. Remember, Mays won an MVP in 65, and Mantle by that point was almost through. DiMaggio only had, 13 years, and he had a lot of heel issues later on in his career. So he had a better career than any of those two, including Duke Snider, throw him in there as well. I think for their peak, if I took a 3 or a 4 year period, I think Mantle is a better hitter than Mays. Mays is always going to be a better fielder, a better base runner than Joe D or Mantle. But as far as offensively, I think DiMaggio and Mantle in their peak. I mean, DiMaggio's a lifetime 325 hitter, 56-game hitting streak. I mean, Mantle hit 365, and he won a Triple Crown hitting 356. I mean, from that standpoint, I think they might be a little better offensively. But overall, from the whole 5-tool oriented, as you just said, and throwing the fact that he played in that catch he made when he was about 39, 40 years of age, so you need to know, better career than the other guys. Better career.
All right, Doggy, you're going to love this because you're a great historian. Take a peek over my left shoulder, and that is a plaque for the great Willie Mays. Good friend of mine, passed away, Rusty Amante, and his wife Doris and daughter Jamie. They gave it to me on my last birthday because they thought it would be something that Russ would want me to have. It's got all his career numbers, achievements, awards. Yeah, I mean, it was really moving for me. And hey, one of the greatest to say, hey, kid, I know you're a big Giants fan, so I know you're on board with that.
Yeah, you know what I like? I know what I found very interesting. John Shea wrote this in his book. Rick Barry, the great warrior, he wore 24 because of Mays, which I did not realize. He used to go to the Polo Grounds to see Mays play all the time. Ran out to the outfield to shake his hand one night after a game, and then when he got traded to Houston, he could not wear 24 because Moses Malone had the number. So you know what Rick did? He wore. You know what he did? He wore number 2 at home and number 4 on the road, which I had no idea about. That's a great story. Good job by Shea with that new Willie Mays book. And Rick Barry. I mean, Rick Barry's one of the great forwards in the history of the NBA.
No doubt.
I found that very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, John Shea's book 24 is coming out May 12th. Doggy, always good to talk to you.
You're my man there, Franny. Keep it up.